Hello, Jocelyn. Back again with a few ideas today about how to kind of keep track of time. I think a lot of people are a bit discombobulated and can't remember, is it Monday or Tuesday? What's the date? Did I forget my mum's birthday? Those sorts of things. So I've got three little tips on how to kind of get a sense of time back again. The first one is to look at your family rhythms. So the family rhythms you might consider across the space of a week, and you really want to kind of think about how your week might flow and give particular days of the week a bit of a flavour maybe. So in our household we have a day with mummy, a day with daddy, we used to have a day with grandma, and there were kind of, a particular flavour to certain days. Now, again, if you're at home and you've got your kids with you, school holidays or homeschooling, it might be hard to find the kind of flavour or the difference to the day the way that you might have previously, but be a little bit creative. And I'm sure you can come up with some different things around how you might add a flavour. So then you've got a bit of a different flow to the week. I guess the weekend always bookends the weekdays. So think about what that might look like for generally your family. So that's rhythm. Then getting into routine. And routine is the day-to-day, I guess, sense of how things are going to go. So you might have blocks of time for particular activities, morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, free time, exercise time, learning time, things like that. So what I would suggest there is when you set up your routine, and that can look very different for different families. Some people want to kind of schedule every half an hour. Other people kind of just make it blocks. That within some of the topics or the blocks there, what you can actually do, for instance, exercise. I really like the idea, and I recommend that you have like post-it notes to create a bit of a menu around, okay, it's exercise time. What sorts of things do you want to do? You can, in my case, I've got like 5 or 6 workout apps. Do I feel like yoga, Pilates, HIIT? Do I want to like run around my backyard like a crazy chicken, or do I need to do something a bit more grounded? So even within like, okay, it's time to do this particular thing, what are some of the different menu? If you think about a menu, what are some of the things you might choose based on how you're feeling that day? So that's getting into the routine, rhythm, routine. And then rituals. So rituals are really just personal practices. And again, it can be, something quite formal that maybe your family does together. You might have like particular little family rituals, Taco Tuesdays or Pizza Fridays. Generally, it's around food. In our family, we have carrot karaoke, where we sing songs to a carrot, into a carrot as a carrot microphone. Some of the other things that you might want to do, I have a little ritual around how I drink tea. I have a particular cup, a particular style of cup, a particular way I drink my herbal tea. Another little ritual that I have is just my shower, and that being kind of this sanctuary and a space where I really find it very calming and very like me time, even for that 3 minutes. So there's all sorts of little pockets of time and little practices that you might find anchor you into a really good mindset, mental place, whatever word works for you there. Another thing that I really, if you can, obviously getting outside and moving your body and just going for a walk without your phone, having a little ritual, even if it is around the block in literally 5 minutes. At the moment, we got chooks a little while ago, so the chooks are very good at mindfulness, basically because they don't have very much of a brain. Their brain is the size of a pea. They're quite silly. But just the way they kind of move around and watching them be in the moment helps you be in the moment. Should maybe have chook cam that everyone could watch and be mindful with. So I guess they're the ideas that I have around the rhythm, the routine, and then the rituals. What I would suggest is you get as visual as possible, especially with kids in your family, to try and give them a sense of what those rhythms look like and then what the routine within the day looks like. So get along to one of those big stores that still sell stationery. Whiteboards. This one is $5. I write on this quite a lot with, mind mapping and stuff with the kids that I work with here, and even the adults sometimes. So you can use those. Sometimes you can get them already with the days of the week mapped out. There's all sorts of, fun stuff there. Lots of color coding. Texters, go for it, communicate it, have it anchored in and, really clear. So then we get that sense of, okay, where are we at? What day is it? What do we need to get done? There might be, little rosters and routines within that of chores and things that you want to get done. So some little tips there. I hope that's helpful. Let me know what you do in your family to try and kind of keep track of time and keep everyone in a bit of a rhythm. I'd love to hear what your families and your households are doing.